What's up guys, it's James Brower. Welcome back to my channel. I've been fighting a cold the past 3 days and I'm finally starting to come up out of it. I don't think I'm quite back to 100%, but hopefully I will be there soon. I got a few things on my plate today. Gotta go get a haircut, get all this fixed up, then we'll go to the library for a little bit, get some studying done. I'm gonna try to go to the gym with my brother and get some legs done. And last but not least, we'll cover the second review of the Samsung Gear Fit 2. But like I said guys, first I need to go get this taken care of. Now hang on, there seems to be a little smudge on the lens there, and that should fix it right up. Oh, hey there. Got the haircut done. I then tried to go to the library, but on a Sunday you would think maybe the library is not too packed, not too crazy, be easy to find parking. I was wrong. I was so wrong. The parking was insane. So now I'm back home and do some work at home, try to stay focused,
laser focused,
and just really get it done. So my brother and I can go try to work out if my brain allows me to work out, which yesterday my whole cardiovascular system was not really allowing me to exercise very much. So we'll see how today goes. Hopefully it turns out well. In the meantime, guys, I'm getting scruffy. I'm letting it grow out, I'm not touching a razor. Hopefully all you guys out there are participating in No Shave November. Hopefully your workplaces will allow you to do that. Now, I'm participating because I've had a lot of people in my family who have had cancer, who have beaten cancer, and who have been unfortunately taken because of cancer. Now, somebody in my family who's very important to me is my grandmother, Karen Brower. She has had stage 4 cancer and fought her way through it, and now she is healthier than ever, playing golf, having a lot of fun, living her life. A family member of mine, also very close to us, was my uncle Trip Brower. He fought cancer for many years. He was an extremely strong man, one of the strongest men I've ever known in my entire life. And unfortunately, just at the end of the day, after all those years, cancer won that battle. But you know what? God's got a reason for everything. I just want to let you guys know why I'm participating, because I have family members and friends that have been majorly affected by cancer. So these are people that I care very much about, who I really want to dedicate this No Shave November to. With all that being said, guys, I do need to get some schoolwork done right here at my desk area. Yeah, I know you're seeing that. I was Spider-Man again this year for Halloween. I haven't put away the mask yet, but you know. Like I said, guys, I do need to get some schoolwork done before we go to the gym and before I even start doing my second review of the Samsung Gear Fit 2. That being said, guys, I'll talk to you all in a moment when I'm done with my studying. Talk to you in 1 sec. Alright guys, so it's been a little bit longer than 1 sec. In a few hours, it's now nighttime outside. But back to the point, I did get to go work out. I got my school stuff done. My brother and I went and did legs. I will admit, it was a little bit hard to breathe. I do not recommend going in and working out or trying to get yourself to work out when you feel like you've got a head and chest cold. It's just not beneficial when you can't get a whole bunch of oxygen in because you're worried about having a cough attack. So I don't even know why I'm still wearing this backpack and keys. I'm not wearing a sweaty shirt, so I should probably fix that. Give me 1 second. Whoop. Okay, alright guys, hey there. And by the way, thank goodness for editing, because there are a lot of pauses and coughs and moments where we gotta take a second to breathe in these takes. So thank goodness for video magic. Back to the main point of this video, my second review of the Samsung Gear Fit 2. I do believe now that I've had a lot more time, a couple months actually, to get used to this device and really understand the way it works and the things that really don't work and the things that do, the things that are kind of sporadic. So without further ado, guys, let's get to that. By the way, did y'all notice my cool Brazilian flag shirt? I actually got it from a Brazilian friend of mine when I lived in Czech Republic. He was one of the other exchange students, so it's pretty sick. You guys should come closer. Yeah, come closer. Check it out. So it's pretty sick, right? Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, there wasn't much that went into that transition. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty uncreative. I literally went from
standing right there to sitting here.
So that was it. So guys, now that we're set up, we need to actually go over the Samsung Gear Fit 2. I just want to go ahead and start with this. For the love of a condensed video, of not having it run too long, we kind of going over the exact same stuff I went over in the first video. I just want to recap a little bit. So in my first video, the Samsung Gear Fit 2 review. In that first video, some of the things that I mentioned that I liked was that it's got its own GPS, it's pretty water resistant, it's a great watch, but a lot of the things that I didn't really know were just kind of the functionality of it. So to kind of have an update for you guys, you know, a lot of things that actually work a lot better than I thought So to start off, guys, one of the biggest things I've heard people complain about that I have yet to have any problems with, remember, I've not had this for a few months. People keep saying that the little mechanism here that is supposed to hold it in, people say that it pops off a lot by doing non-significant things like, you know, putting on a backpack or exercising. They say it pops off and the watch falls off. Well, I guarantee you that's gotta be just an error on their part of getting a watch with a strap maybe too big for the size of their wrist, or not actually putting this in one of the nicks here that actually, you know, fits their wrist snugly. Now you don't want to wear it so tight that you lose circulation, but you want to wear it tight enough where it actually can accurately read your heartbeat. I mean, I've fought with my backpack straps, you know, I've gone and thrown the football. Like I mentioned before, guys, I work at a cheer gym. I spot tumbling and stuff, and when I'm spotting tumbling, this thing is yet to fall off or come unfastened from its spot. So with that being said, I think that's totally a myth and that's totally debunked. Just make sure you get the right size and you actually wear it fit enough for it to stay on. Like I said, I've had now months of wear on this thing and it still works perfectly fine. Now the one thing, guys, that I have to adjust from, guys, there's really only two things I have to adjust for my previous review. One being that, now guys, I've found the GPS in the watch actually works about 90% of the time when using the running app and when you're not connected to your phone. Like I mentioned before, when you're connected to your phone, majority of the time the phone is going to use its own GPS to try to track it instead of using your watch. Now guys, what I've personally found is that if I turn the Bluetooth on my Samsung Galaxy 7 Edge off, the Bluetooth on my gear is still on, I'm able to still use this with my Beats headphones when I go for runs to listen to music that's saved onto here. Now, I have tons of songs saved onto this. It's got some great storage, and truth be told, the maximum I'll go run is about 6 miles that I've found. You never really run out of songs, and I still have so much more storage on here to use. Back to what I was saying, about 90% of the time the smartwatch itself is able to find the GPS signal to track your run. What I found actually to be a really big issue is even when I have my phone with me but I have the phone's Bluetooth off, so it's supposed to be using its own GPS, when I've tried riding my bike to class, it actually has a hard time tracking both the heart rate accurately as well as the distance, the time, and the GPS with the cycling app on here. Now hopefully that's something that gets fixed. Like I said, one of the things I like about this is that there are updates, and I do need to honestly check if there is an update that I have yet to install on this. Aside from that, guys, I've really not had any other problems with it. What's super nice is I'll show you here. Last time I showed you this, last time I made a review video, guys, I actually had a white background. I'll go ahead and show you how I got there. So it's really simple. You hold on to the screen itself, you slide over, there's tons of different options of what you want to have on here. So truly, you never get bored with the actual face, because very much like your smartphone, you're able to choose different screens to kind of stay entertained with it. So once you press the stylize button down here, you can choose the design of the watch, color of it, or choose what you want to show down here, like the steps is what I have chosen currently. So for design, you click here, you click it, and as you click, it switches through. So I had this previously with white as the color. See, so that's where it was last time, but right now, I've got it switched up to change it up. So for example, now I'll change the design to this, and the color I'll put on, I'll go with the light green, kind of match my shirt, and there it is. So as you can see, guys, it's really easy to switch the watch face itself. Like I said, like your phone, you don't ever get bored of it because there's always something new to look at. Now again, I've gotten really used to this watch. I highly suggest using something like a Lysol wipe to clean the watch every now and then. It's not completely waterproof, so I wouldn't suggest running it under water. I would, however, definitely suggest using some kind of disinfectant, as you do sweat with this and you don't want to continue to wear it if the sweat dries and gets crusty. Plus, you want to clean the back of it with something that's going to dry quickly, such as rubbing alcohol, in order to have that sensor not covered with dry sweat or anything like that to hinder it from reading an accurate heart rate. Now, with that being said, guys, I've actually ended up not wearing it at night. It does have a sleep tracking system. I've not really taken huge advantage of that just because I tend to know how well I sleep. Obviously, the system's supposed to tell you, when you're restless, when you actually rested really well, but I don't use it for that because I usually tend to charge it at night. However, I will mention that something new from my previous review is that it's really nice to wear at night, because for me as an Uber driver, say for example, if I were to drive Tuesday night all the way till 3 a.m. because the surge prices have been awesome, but then I have to wake up and be at work at 8 a.m. at Northwestern Mutual for my video conferences, I've been notorious for accidentally sleeping through my alarms on my phone because of just being exhausted. Now, if I wear this, obviously there's no speaker system on here, but when my phone's alarm goes off, this starts vibrating really obnoxiously. This has helped me in huge ways to not sleep through my alarm and actually get to work on time. So that's been fantastic for me. But aside from that, guys, there's nothing really new. Notifications on here are awesome. You can edit which notifications to get, email, text, phone calls. But again, guys, I know this review is a lot shorter, but that's kind of all the updates I have right now. Again, one downside for me has been when you're trying to track bicycle trips, whether it's me going to school or if I want to like track my exercise while going out and riding trails, it's really not been accurate with tracking the distance, the time, and I really hate having to stop my bike every now and then to try to reset this and try to get that to work. But again, that's the only thing that's bothered me. And guys, number two, the thing that I wanted to say, something that I haven't mentioned a bunch, is that I've got a really bad lower back. I've herniated disc L3, L4, and L5 in my lower spine, so I can't do a lot of running, not near as much as I used to be able to do without having back and leg pain the next few days. I do a lot of elliptical training before I go work out. Now, what's frustrating is that I make sure to hold on to the heart rate monitors on the elliptical and that I track the elliptical exercise on this. Now, it's very good about getting distance and time, obviously, but it tends to be that the heart rate tracked on this guy is a lot less accurate than what is shown on the elliptical compared to what I'm actually feeling. Now, with that being said, the calories are also way off most of the time. Say, for example, if I burn 350 calories in 10 or 15 minutes on the elliptical, this guy might tell me that I've burned 115, 130. I have to say that the elliptical I would hope is more accurate because obviously I'd like to be able to track on my app that I burned 350 calories instead of 130 or 120. But the issue is that this guy can't track how much resistance you have on the elliptical. So I believe the elliptical is more accurate in that sense. However, what's nice is that for you Samsung users that have the Samsung Health app on your phone, what's more important is that it tracks your daily active minutes. At least with the elliptical, it does get the correct timing, so it does count towards my active minutes during the day. Unfortunately, though, it does tend to show me less calories burned. So that's one thing I'd like for it to get fixed is that heart rate tracker when I'm doing the elliptical, as well as the calories burned when doing elliptical exercises. So with all that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Now, guys, no one likes a gray thumb, so please turn that gray thumb down there to a blue one. Give it a nice big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned, guys, no matter what, there will be one new video a week, whether it be a vlog or an adventure video. Just keep in touch with that. Now, I will admit, as the semester is wrapping up for me to graduate in December, I am very busy, so unfortunately I will be having to keep it to one video a week until after graduation when I have some more free time to actually be able to put together more creative stuff for you all. If you guys have any questions about the Samsung Gear Fit 2, please feel free to ask in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to check the comments and respond to you guys as soon as possible, alright? Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Now, like I did mention, I am still feeling a little bit under the weather, so I got to get out of here, drink some more fluids, and get some good night's sleep before I got to be at work at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So you guys have a blessed rest of your week. Get great grades in school, knock out work hard, and I will talk to you guys soon. Jenny Brower, out.